Hello and welcome to Unit 1, Part 1 of the IT Asset Management Certification Training course. In this, we will deal with the definitions in IT asset management. First of all, let us understand how important ITAM is and how the importance is growing in the industry. To be a successful IT asset manager, it is about understanding and being aware of what you have, where it is, who is using it, and how much it costs. Meaning, you must be in control. You need to know the software, hardware, and cloud infrastructure supporting your business processes, such as financial processes, HR processes, and any other areas of your business. However, many organizations feel ITAM is less important or urgent for them. This wouldn't be a good attitude. Let me give you some examples. How do you manage capital and operational costs if you do not know what IT assets you have? How will you provide good service to your customers if you don't know what is installed on their computer? How would you secure your organization if you do not know where your IT assets are or what IT assets you have installed in your organization? Also, how do you know if you are in compliance? And are you willing to wait for a publisher initiated audit, like a software license owner's audit? This could be costly or with penalties if there is a breach of some of the terms and conditions of software usage. Again, in this modern world, particularly in the recent years or a couple of decades, cloud has become ubiquitous. And if you have a cloud first strategy and if there's a lack of control, that could lead to overspending. And who should be then responsible for this overspending? So there could be many such questions like this. Therefore, being an IT asset manager or management can be challenging. It is exciting though, as I indicated briefly in the introduction to the course. And that is where we have this to make you more aware about IT asset management through the foundation course. In this new age, we have cloud, we have virtualization, Internet of Things, AI, machine learning, etc., which is all running in the business, running on the network that is. So you have to be in full control and manage your own efficient ITAM program. This could be through people and assets that support your ITAM policies with your principles or combined stakeholder agreed principles, wherein people can collaborate, give input to each other, and practically provide advice to each other to use assets more securely, efficiently, and cost effectively. We will look at some of the asset management terms, definitions, and concepts as they come up. However, one last thing I would like to tell you before we go into these definitions is there can be an exciting career in IT or in other areas if you do the IT asset management course. For example, if you did the ITAM Foundation and let's say ITIL Foundation, which we also deliver through One World Training, you could get into a role of an IT asset manager. And if you do the other courses such as SAM and HAM, the software asset manager and the hardware asset manager, you could be a specialized IT asset manager for those areas. You can also do some other certifications such as the security ones and become a chief information security officer and do some security administration work at least. You could also look at the ISO 27000, the information systems, the information security management systems ISO standard, and do other things such as IT service manager roles or an ITIL practitioner, or even a role within the CFO's department, such as a contract manager or something to do with contracting at a mature level. Therefore, knowledge of ITAM and ITIL service management can be a stepping stone for your career and a prerequisite to many other roles and business areas in your organization or other organizations. So we want to really thank you for having chosen us for your development needs. Let's look at the learning objectives in this course. This particular unit provides an introduction to the general structure of ITAM and how the course is structured as well. We look at some of the definitions, purposes, and objectives of ITAM. Why does an organization need ITAM? And get introduced to the four key areas: the HAM, SAM, SAM, and PINAM: hardware, software, services and cloud, and people and information asset management. Then we look into the asset lifecycle for IT assets, impact on your business. Note that the term asset is not the same as IT asset. An asset could be anything. It could be the company facilities, infrastructure, etc. And some of them would be IT assets. we are focused on the IT assets. An organization which has good asset management and also good IT asset management are in good shape. We look at the key roles in ITAM, the stakeholders, their functions, roles, and responsibilities, even though the other courses such as the SAM and HAM go into even more depth on those roles. We'll also look at certain typical business issues and examples and challenges an organization could face while trying to implement ITAM and what ITAM can resolve as well. And then also, every now and then we'll take a look at some ITAM best practices or activities, etc.